Well, good afternoon once again. Welcome to Randall R. Sadler Stadium on the campus of Earlham College as we bring you HCAC baseball this afternoon. The Quakers at 9-7 overall, 4-3 in conference play. Will be hosting the Beavers for the second time within a week. Bluffton coming in at 10-7 overall. They're 3-4 in conference play. Earlham coming off 3, I should say. In fact, they lost 2 of 3 to Franklin after beating Bluffton their last time out. In fact, it was a week ago yesterday, and then Franklin came to town and beat the Quakers again 2 out of 3. Meanwhile, Bluffton lost 2 out of 3 to Manchester. And the last time that these two teams got together, Quakers won 7-0. Kyle Gorman got the win. He was named the HCAC Pitcher of the Week. Gorman gets the start today. We'll talk about more, in fact, in depth with him in head coach Steve Sakasitz in just a couple of moments. Austin Every gets the start today for Bluffton. We'll give you his numbers coming up in a few moments as well. When we come back on the pregame show, we'll talk a little bit about what to expect today with head coach Steve Sakasitz, get his thoughts on this Bluffton team once again for today as we continue here in the Farm Beer Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time, which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Steve, talk a little bit about what you tell your young pitcher today who's already thrown against this team last week. What advice do you give him against the team that he's already thrown and had success against?
Just do what worked last time. It hasn't changed anything. Go after the guys, throw strikes, get ahead. I even listened to the interview that Kyle did yesterday, and he said the time they got their base hits was he was behind in count. So, do what he did last time. Is he going to have the same outing that he had last time? Probably not, but if he's competitive in the zone, he dictates counts. They might be a little more aggressive against him this time. And so, just if you do your part, you're going to put yourself in a position where you want to be towards the end of the game. Again, low pitch down, hopefully, and a chance to win.
The other thing is mentally, just from a standpoint, facing a team as quickly as he has anything changed their mind.
You don't know the freshman time. Again, they put so much pressure on themselves that they don't need to. If they let their ability take over, they're going to be successful. But I think that Bluffton more so has got to prove that they're able to hit him as opposed to he's got to get them out again. I think there's a little bit. But again, that's why we play the game, and I'm excited to see what he does. And I'm excited to see how they come out. I know Bluffton's going to be coming out ready to go. They need a big win here. We need a win today as well, too. So it's going to be a great matchup with two teams that are looking to get themselves going the right way for the home run.
What do you like so much about Kyle? He seems like a nice, young, mature kind of guy, and comes in just a business-like type atmosphere in his mind and the way he goes about his business. What do you like most about him?
He's a guy that we will throw a lot of strikes early on in the year, just like a lot of their guys. They were kind of nibbling around the strike zone. They weren't as confident and done as they were now. And I like to see what our young guys are doing. They all seem like they're getting better as they're going out there. Again, do I expect him to go out and throw the same way through the other day? Probably not. But what he does is he's going to be a guy that's going to go out there. He's going to try to dictate counts. He knows what we're trying to do. It's just going out and executing it. And if he continues to improve, just like our other young guys are going to do, I don't know what we can do this year, but the future of those youngsters are going to be pretty good.
Low pitch count, talk a little bit about how important that is. In fact, I think I was watching a game yesterday where they just talked about how the pitcher came in, got outs, didn't have to throw a whole lot of pitches. That's really important in today's game, isn't it?
It is. You want your defense on their toes, and when you're throwing a lot of pitches, you're throwing no-doubt pitches, means that the ball's dependent on play, and you're getting outs, and you're having things happen. When we have guys that throw a lot of pitches and walk guys and do those kinds of things, your defense can't make plays behind you because they don't know when to run through a strike, when the ball's going to come to action. So, again, it helps us not only with the low pitch count for what we did when the ball play, but it allows a pitcher to be extended into the game, go later into the innings, and now you can set yourself up with your back-end bullpen guys to hopefully get the job done for you today. We're going to have pretty much everybody available other than the guys that threw on Saturday for us, most likely. We have to try to get a win. We play Friday again against Manchester, a doubleheader on workers to be very better players. And the guys that are running a little bit are here every single day for early work, are putting all the work in. It's just a matter of time when it comes. You're going to have slumps. I've said that before. It's going to happen. But, those guys put the work in that. Hopefully slumps don't last seasons, slump lasts a week or a couple of bats, whatever it may be. But, we're getting guys on base. We just got to drive them in. So once we're able to do that consistently, and get consistent outs, I don't even care about, getting a big inning each time. As long as we got runners on, move them over, get them in, do those kinds of things. The big inning's going to happen because we dictate that. We run, we get an error here or there. But, again, if we're really trying to win every inning, get one, we're going to be in a good position because after that, then we get a big inning, and then we can kind of cruise our way to the end.
Eric handles it pretty well, too, doesn't he? Being a veteran on this team.
Yeah, I think that's what's great about what he does, and then the younger guys can see that. When they see if he's struggling, they see the work he's putting in to try to get himself better. So when a younger guy, maybe an Isaiah Shake or a Danny Dopp or a Corey Arnold or whoever it may be, it's a younger player for us, they see what they do. What does Eric Elkins do when he's struggling? He works harder. And so that hopefully helps those guys out when they fall into those slumps stuff, which, again, it's going to happen. You're going to have that throughout your season, and I'm excited to see once he does get it back and gets his confidence back, and what we're doing in our lineup right now, it's pretty scary when it all does come together.
You made a couple of minor changes in your lineup a few days ago, just moving maybe the top of the order from 1 to 2, 2 to 1. Is that something you'll stick with, is putting Lynch at the top of the order and moving one down from number 1 to number 2?
Yeah, Marjorie's going to hit the 2 hole again for us. We're going to put Lynch back in the leadoff spot. I think Matt was just trying to do a little bit too much early, and I'd like to see a little more pitches there from our leadoff guy. And Marjorie, I think, had a good, he responded well from that. I think he had a couple of hits moving to a little. Those guys can move around no matter what. And a slight move like that doesn't change how Nate's going to take his at bat or how Barger's going to take it. But now maybe we have a guy on base when Barger hits a double as opposed to Barger getting a leadoff double. And then Nate maybe getting a single there. So who knows? Again, you're going to try to change things a little bit to see if you get the offense a little bit, move guys around. We move down up into the 6 hole, come off into the 5 at times. Those changes right there is just a little bit of, seeing what you can do, maybe just change up a little bit. But we're going to be great. We're going to be fine with our guys. And again, we're excited to go out today. I wish we could have played Sunday and Monday before today, but we'll take today. And we had a bad taste in our mouth this past weekend against Franklin. So I'm excited to go out there to be. I'm excited for our kids. Knowing that Bluffton team's coming in here ready to get themselves back on track, and we're going to have to try to stop that.
Talk a little bit about that. They got shut at 7 up in your last outing here. They come back and play pretty well against who was it? Manchester lost 2 of the 3 in that series, but still they're not a bad ball club.
No, they're not. Bluffton's going to be right there. You look at our conference, no one swept anybody. Everybody's been pretty much right there. Manchester and Bluffton was a tough series this weekend, and I know they want to start winning the week. They want to get this game, and then they go into the weekend. If they can win 2 or 3, then they got a 3-1 week. And that's what they're going to try to do. That's what we're trying to do. But hopefully we can come out here. If we play our game, not even worry about what Bluffton does. We go out there, we minimize our mistakes, we're aggressive on the base pass, we make the routine play, and we play room college baseball. We're going to be where we want to be at the end. Are we going to win every single game? No, it's not going to happen. But we're going to give ourselves a better chance than not if we play the way we're supposed to play.
They got hit pretty well, though. They got some guys in that lineup, especially at the top, maybe 1 through 5, they hit really well.
Yeah, I really wish there was a cupcake in this conference so we could go into a game and just say, we got this one. And that's not going to be the case no matter who we're playing. And I like that part of it because you've got to have a challenge every single time you're playing. And this is a big-time challenge for us. We got a freshman, like you said, who threw great for us last time. Got catcher of the week. How's he going to respond this week? You don't know until you see it. How's our team going to respond after losing 2 or 3 in a series we thought we should win? Don't know. Let's go find out today. That's what's exciting, man. And you got young kids that have the energy, that they're sticking to the process. They understand what they do. We've got a lot of veterans here to lead us, and hopefully they can do that today for us.
Before I let you go, you do look at the standings. I just think this thing's going to be wild to the very end.
Yeah, and well, unless one team separates themselves, and hopefully we can do that. If we have a great week this week, we're going to be playing teams that's right there with Bluffton and Manchester that are right there in the thick of things. We can separate ourselves from them. We have to do that. We got to do it ourselves and not hope for somebody else to do it for us later. And, again, without teams sweeping each other right now, you got anything happening, but that can switch like light. So, our job is to go play our game, go out there today, play 9 hard innings, and try to come out with a win.
Much luck today.
Thank you, sir.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Are you looking for a quality used car you can trust to take you where you want to go? Stop at Tony's Car Sales at 250 National Road West. Tony's has a top-of-the-line selection of low-mileage, one-owner cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, all handpicked by Mike and Adrian Parker. Tony's is family-owned with 3 generations and 60 years of experience. Check out their selection at tonyscarsales.com or at 250 National Road West. Tony's Car Sales, where honesty, quality, and price sell cars. Back once again here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium as we're set for today's conference matchup, Bluffton and Earlham. As we mentioned, Kyle Gorman getting the start today for the Quakers. This will be his 7th appearance, his 4th start. He has 1 complete game. It was against Bluffton the last time these two teams met 1 week ago. 18 in the third innings, giving up 21 hits, 13 runs, 9 of those earned, 10 strikeouts and 6 walks. He is 1-0 on the year, 4.42 ERA. He was named the AAC Player of the Week. He'll be facing a lineup that'll look like this today for Bluffton. Luke Hickey leads things off. He'll be the shortstop. Batting second and right field is Tanner Hodges. Hitting third, the second baseman, Austin Prosser. The cleanup hitter at first base, Blake Fox. The DH hitting fifth, Colin Gregory. Ryan Golden is hitting sixth. He'll be in left field today. Clayton Siders in center field batting seventh. Chase Lonacek will be down at third base. He is hitting eighth, and behind the plate and catching today, hitting in the number 9 hole, is Reed Moss. So again, it's Hickey, Hodges, Prosser, Fox, Gregory, Golden, Siders, Lonacek, and Moss today for Bluffton. Again, the Beavers coming in at 10-7 overall, 3-4 in conference play. And of course, we'll check out those conference standings coming up a little bit later in today's broadcast. Final warm-up toss by the right-hander Gorman. We are set to go here this afternoon. A little bit cool, temperatures in the 60s today, overcast skies. Wind has been blowing pretty much straight out center field and to right field today. Could be a factor here this afternoon. We've seen some windy conditions here at Randall R. Sadler where the ball has carried out of this ballpark, and we'll talk about those dimensions coming up in just a few moments. Here's Hickey to lead things off, still one of the best hitters in the conference, hitting at .425. A home run he has driven in 15. And Gorman's first pitch is on the way and lifted high into left field. Barger is there, and he will make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out here in inning number 1. And you heard Coach Sack talk about pitch count perhaps being a factor in today's contest, and that certainly helps out Gorman here in the first inning. That'll bring up now Tanner Hodges. Hodges at .214, no home runs. He has driven in 8.
Number 13, Tanner Hodges.
So Gorman, the right-hander, set to throw once again. He gets the sign. Here's the pitch, and it's low for a ball. Defensively, Krumloff again behind the plate for Earlham. Elkis down at first, Bach at second, Laird at short, Dopp is at third. The 1-0 pitch, and is in there for a strike. Count is even at 1-1. Again, 1 away here in the top of the first. In the outfield, Barger in left, Lynch in center, Kendall Baker in right. Here's your 1-1 pitch, and this one is hit well into right field. Baker going back on it to the wall, and that will be out of here. Well, we mentioned the wind has been blowing out this afternoon, and Tanner Hodges with a home run, a solo shot here in the first inning, and bluffed it on top of this one, 1-0. He took a 1-1 pitch right out over the plate and hits it well for the home run, and that'll bring up now Austin Prosser. Well, for Hodges, his first home run, now 9 runs driven in on the season. And that will bring up Prosser, hitting at .344. No home runs. He has driven in 13. That pitch is a called strike. 310 down the left field line, 375 in the alleys, 390 in dead centers. That breaking pitch in there for strike 2. 325 down the right field line. But again, the way the wind can blow from center field straight away out, it certainly can be a factor here today, as this one will be bounced to the left side and foul. We'll stay at 0-2, and again, only 325 down the line. It's 375 in the right center alley, but again, that fence will curve in quickly near the scoreboard in right field. One away here in the top of the first. Prosser down to the count, no balls and 2 strikes. So Gorman, after 9 shutout innings against this very team, is that pitch way outside. 1 week ago, he gives up a home run here in the first, and that's why things can change in a week's time. Hitters make adjustments. Pitchers will make adjustments. Prosser back in. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Prosser strikes out. There's 2 away. And here's Blake Fox.
With 2 away, stepping up to the plate, the first baseman, number 22, Blake Fox.
Fox, 350 on the year home run. He has driven in 18. Home runs are a little harder to hit for pull hitters if you're a pull hitter from the right side because of the Earlham monster in left field, and that pitch is low. It's getting about a 30-foot fence that it will tear down once it gets into fair territory, close to that 375 mark. The 1-0 pitch in there for a strike. And the count is even at 1-1. The wind and the 1-1 pitch is outside, 2 balls and a strike. We had Gorman on the show yesterday to talk about how he'll approach today, and he said nothing drastically different. Swing and a miss, foul tipped, held on by Krumloff, and the count is even at 2-2. Knowing that most of these hitters have already seen him one time, probably went back and looked, and he evaluated what they'll try to do this time. The break even, that one gets by Gorman into center field. So 2 base hits here in the opening inning for the Beavers, and that'll bring up Colin Gregory. Gregory DHing at 367. No home runs. He has driven in 11. Said he may throw a few more off-speed pitches than fastballs here today, and looks like, at least from the Beaver standpoint, they're ready to come up swinging the bat against the right-handed freshman. The pitch on the way comes inside and hits him. And they may have to come out, speaking of the Earlham coaching staff, and just kind of settle him down a little bit, speaking of Gorman. So now runners at first and second. And that'll bring up Ryan Golden. Golden at 280, no home runs. He has driven in 14.
Now batting the left fielder, number 29, Ryan Golden.
Golden a chance to step in, a left-handed hitter. 2 hits now for the Beavers here in inning number 1 as Golden steps in, runners again at first and second. Gorman trying to get out of trouble here in the top of the first. Pitch on the way is outside. The throw down to second, not in time. Cut off quickly that time by Laird. Bluffton coming off a series in which they ended up losing to Manchester. They have lost 3 out of their last 4. Runner at second base, Fox, may be a little shaken up, so they're going to check him out. May have hurt his lower back, so they've got him stretching out in center field. We mentioned that Bluffton has lost 3 out of the last 4. They did win the last game against Manchester by a final of 6-0. They got Hickey, Prosser, and Siders going. They were a combined 6 of 13 in the hitting department. Drove in a couple of runs. That was Siders, but again, they got Jalen Von Sassen the win, 9 innings, giving up just 4 hits. So apparently, Blake Fox is okay down at second base. Golden back in as Gorman set to throw. The right-hander gets the sign from Krumloff. And the pitch on the way to the plate, hit to center field. Lynch going back, and he will make the catch, and that will do it for the Beavers here in the first inning. They do pick up a run. The solo shot by Tanner Hodges. We head to the bottom half of inning number 1. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Bluffton 1, Earlham coming to bat. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hi, this is Troy Arangowski of Radio Troy Digital Sports. There are plenty of places for me to get lunch or dinner, but there's only one Mancino's. In fact, I was just there for lunch the other day and had a delicious pizza grinder. That's just one of many choices I can get at Mancino's. How about a fresh salad? Several varieties of pasta, Mancino's Lights, or perhaps even an oven-baked spaghetti, or maybe a pepperoni pizza. So when you're looking for a great lunch or dinner, make sure you choose Mancino's, 217 National Road West in Richmond.
Now the right-hander going today for Bluffton will be Austin Every. Every making his 5th appearance, his 3rd start, 12 innings. He's given up 10 hits, 10 runs, 9 walks, 11 strikeouts. By the way, 6 of those runs had been earned, and ERA of 4.50. He's 0-1 on the season. He'll be facing this lineup today for the Quakers. Nate Lynch will lead things off in center field. Matt Barger hitting second and left field. Brandon Laird, the shortstop, hitting third. The cleanup hitter is Eric Elkis. Elkis starting at first base. Danny Dopp again the start down to third. He'll hit 5th. Cody Krumloff batting 6th and catching. Hitting 7th and DHing Isaiah Shake. Ian Bach will hit 8th at second base. And Kendall Baker back in right field. And Baker hitting in the number 9 hole. So again for the Quakers today, Lynch, Barger, Laird, Elkis, Dopp, Krumloff, Shake, Bach, and Baker. So Every gets his final warm-up tosses as we're ready to go. Nate Lynch again will lead things off. Lynch at 365 on the year, no home runs. He has driven in 13. Lynch 21 stolen bases on the year. Lynch now with 61 career steals. He'll show a bunt, and the pitch is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Those 61 stolen bases right now just 3 away from setting the mark in stolen bases. As that pitch looked awful close. 2 balls and no strikes. Moss, the umpire, or should say the catcher, asking the umpire where that pitch was. That one's in there for a strike, 2-1. Last pitch looked pretty good by Every. Outfield straightaway, wind continues to blow dead center field. This one is hit down the line but foul. That will even the count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Moss behind the plate. Fox is at first. Prosser at second. Hickey at short. Lana check down at third. Golden, Siders, and Hodges from left to right in the outfield. The pitch on the way, and the 2-2 pitch right down the middle for a strike. Good breaking ball there by Every. And Lynch will strike out looking, and that'll bring up Matt Barger.
Stepping up to the plate, the left fielder, number 20, Matt Barger.
Matt hitting a 304, couple of home runs. He has driven in 10. He has 10 stolen bases. As Every set to throw on the breaking pitch high and outside, 1-0. Good velocity so far on the right-hander. There's a good breaking pitch, swing and a miss, and that had good action at the end as well. Every, again, has only thrown 12 innings this year, and we're seeing an early survey. Looks pretty tough. Here's the 1-1 pitch. He came inside, and that caught the inside corner for a strike, and Barger looking back at the home plate umpire as he falls now to 1-2. The 1-2 pitch on the way. This one is hit up the middle. That's going to fall in for a base hit. So Barger will get the Quakers' first hit, and Earlham has a man on here in the bottom of the first inning for Brennan Laird. Brennan, 350, a home run. He's driven in 20. You look at the top of that order, and you get a pretty good idea of why the Quakers want to get these guys on. You have Lynch with 21, Barger with 10, Laird with 12 stolen bases. So now we'll see how Every will work on the mound with a stolen base threat at first, and there's another good breaking pitch in there for a strike. That is good movement again at the very end. Looks almost like a slider thrown by the right-hander Every, which will break away from the right-handed hitter. Stretch again by Every, checks the runner at first. And the pitch on the way, another breaking ball low and outside. That'll even the count of 1 ball and 1 strike. Get a chance, we'll check out what has turned out to be a very jumbled HCAC in the standings. After last weekend, no one swept. They will appeal and say did not go around. So Brennan ahead in the count of 2 balls and a strike. Three games only, in fact, only 3 games, I should mention, separating the top from the bottom in all 10 teams. The stretch by Every, and the pitch on the way, that's inside. 3 balls and a strike, Brennan Laird. Doubt the Quakers would run right here. Now they've gotten Every behind at 3-1. They may see what Laird can do with a pitch. The stretch and the delivery on the way, and that a hard shot off the glove of the shortstop Hickey. That'll go into left field. So that'll be an error on the shortstop. So runners at first and second. And here's Eric Elkis. It was a hard-hit ball, but it was right at Hickey. Probably a play he makes. This one coming off the turf as Elkis steps to the plate now with runners at first and second. Still 1 away here in the bottom of the first inning. Every into the stretch and the pitch, and they may change the call. They're going to give him a hit, so they'll go ahead and give him a hit. So they will make the change, so Laird will get credit for a base hit instead of an error. Nonetheless, the Quakers still have runners at first and second. The pitch, ground ball, that'll get through the hole. Rounding third will be Barger. Coming up and throwing is Golden, and that'll be cut off, and the Quakers tie the ball game at 1 apiece. Eric Elkis getting the RBI. So the Quakers with 3 base hits now. Here's Danny Dopp.
Number 7, Danny Dopp.
Elkis with RBI number 28 on the season. Danny Dopp hitting .431, leads the team in hitting. No home runs. He has driven in 21. Every into the stretch. The pitch in there for a strike. Dopp, we mentioned last week that he again is a natural catcher, getting the start again down at third base. He's been very solid. Swing and a miss. There have been times where he's had some throwing issues, but overall I think it's been a pretty good experiment putting him down at third. Want to get his bat in the lineup. Ian Bach is also a natural catcher, getting the start at second base. Stretch again by Every. He'll check the runner at second. Time is called. Quakers coming into this one here today. Their team batting average now at .314. They have stolen 64 bases. They have 8 home runs to go along with it. Swing and a miss, and Dopp will strike out. So 2 away, 2 strikeouts now for Every, and that'll bring up Cody Krumloff.
At bat, the catcher, number 5, Cody Krumloff.
Now Krumloff at .294, home run with 17 runs driven in. Cody had that big hit against Bluffton last week that sparked a 5-run inning. Breaking pitch, a called strike to Krumloff. Laird at second base, Elkis at first. Quakers had 3 consecutive base hits, able to tie this ball game at 1 apiece. Every's pitch on the way. Gets by the catcher, Moss. That will advance the runners. So that will be a wild pitch. And now the Quakers runners at second and third. The count 1-1 to Krumloff. Well, Every has struggled at times this year. When his pitch is on, it appears it's on. When it's not, he can struggle. That breaking pitch stays up high. He's got good velocity on his pitching. And most of his off-speed pitches seem to have some pretty good movement. It's just a matter of location. The 2-1 delivery on the way, and it stays up high. Again, that a good break at the end. It's just not in the strike zone. And the count now 3-1. Every right-hander and senior out of Zanesville, Ohio. The 3-1 pitch on the way. This will be grounded to the right side. The second baseman, Prosser, will throw to first, and that'll do it for the Quakers here in the bottom half of inning number 1. But the base hit by Eric Elkis scores the tying run. We will head to inning number 2. We're tied at 1 apiece on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
It takes a lot of pieces working together to run a successful business in today's world. One big piece is your connectivity, powered by your internet. For local businesses in Richmond, you have options for who provides your internet. When deciding who to go with, you need to look at Parallax Systems, fiber optic packaging for your benefit. Speed, reliability, and local service, you get it all with Parallax Systems, a division of RP&L. Visit online at parallax.ws or call 962-3770.
A reminder, today's game brought to you in part by Harrington Oak Insurance. At Harrington Oak Insurance, they spend every day working to make this community better, safer, and more enjoyable because their focus is on insurance, and that's it. They're on top of industry changes and are a one-stop shop for all your insurance needs, whether it's business, personal, life, or health. That's why when it comes to protecting you and what's important to you, Harrington Oak insures it. Give them a call at 962-9502 or go to their website, harringtonhoak.com. We were talking about the standings coming into today's action. Franklin and Transylvania both at 5-2. Earlham is at 4-3, so a game back going into play tonight. Hanover and Manchester both at 4-4. Bluffton, Anderson, Mount St. Joe, and Rose all at 3-4, and Defiance at 2-5. So again, it gives you a pretty good idea of how things are jumbled up between 10 teams and just a 3-game difference between the top and the bottom.
The center fielder, number 6, Clayton Siders.
Here's Siders to lead things off. It's Siders, Lonacek, and Sauter. The 3 hitters due up here in the second inning. Take that back. That's Moss in the number 9 hole. As Siders will step in, and the pitch is on the way, and it's outside for a ball. Siders, .299 on the year, no home runs. He has driven in 9, and this one is going to be hit well into left field. Diving is Barger, and Barger makes the catch, and there is one away. Nice play by Barger and a well-hit ball by Siders. And here's Lonacek in the number 8 hole.
At bat, the third baseman, number 36, Chase Lonacek.
So one away here in the second. Lonacek hitting .185, no home runs. He has driven in 5, and that pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Ken Gorman giving up the home run to Hodges in that first inning. Ground ball toward the shortstop, Laird. He will scoop and throw a low throw, and Elkis unable to dig that one out. And that'll be an error on the shortstop, Brendan Laird, who had plenty of time to get it over there. So each team with an error. And Bluffton will have a man on. And here's Reed Moss, .231 on the year, a home run. He's driven in 18.
Reed Mouse.
So now the Beavers with a man on base here in the second inning. The stretch by Gorman in the pitch. Fly ball to the right side, and that will go out of play. So Moss behind, no balls and a strike. Gorman again with the pitch, and they'll show bunt. They'll pull back in time. 1 ball, 1 strike. Beavers fresh off a 6-0 win in their last game against Manchester. Here's the pitch again, and again low and outside, 2-1. So Gorman missing almost in the same location. Already 5 combined hits, and we're not even out of the second inning yet. This time the pitch inside. Gorman now falls behind at 3 balls and a strike. Kyle, the last time out, and gave up 6 strikeouts, or should say gave up 4 hits, had 6 strikeouts and no walks in that complete game win. And the bunt attempt this time by Mouse, and he finds that one. It will go off the bat right into Krumloff's catcher's mitt, and now 3-2. Good job again by Krumloff, able to hold on to that one. Outfield straightaway. Barger, Lynch, and Baker. Here's the pitch. This one is a line drive base hit, right center field. Lonacek heading to third, and now the Beavers have runners at first and third, 1 away. And the top of the order, Hickey coming up. Hickey flew out, his first pitch he saw in the first inning. So this will be the second time around now for Bluffton. And again, you're facing one of the top hitters in the league, and Luke Hickey coming in at .425. Gorman has now given up 3 hits. Here's the pitch on the way. This will be base hit number 4. Lonacek will score. Now runners at first and second, and the Beavers now lead this one 2-1. That will warrant a visit to the mound as Hickey picks up his 16th run driven in. Well, there's no doubt about it. The second time around can be a whole lot different for a pitcher. And especially a young pitcher like Kyle Gorman facing a good hitting ball club like what he's seeing here today in Bluffton. Got the home run in that first inning. They got a base hit by Fox. A couple of base hits now in this second inning. And he's already given up 4 hits here today. Only gave up 4 total the last time these two teams got together. So here's Tanner Hodges, the opposite field home run in the first inning. Still just 1 away here in the top of inning number 2. Hodges will step in as Gorman checks the runner at second in the pitch. Pop this one up left side. Laird, the shortstop, will go out and make the catch. So Hodges, after a home run in the first inning, pops up easily for out number 2. And that'll bring up Austin Prosser. Prosser struck out in the first inning. Well, you look back again for Gorman. If he can just give up just the 1 run, that'll be a victory in itself. Nothing big to give up here. Here's the pitch. That'll be chopped foul. That's, again, the key. Don't give up a huge inning, 4 or 5 runs, and really put yourself in a huge hole. You gave up the solo shot, made a mistake in the first. Of course, if you don't have the error on Laird, you're out of the inning. The stretch and the 0-1 pitch. This one is hit high down the left field line. Barger coming in. Barger makes the diving catch once again on a ball that looked like it might go foul, and Barger stays with it, and that will do it. Two good defensive plays already today by Matt Barger in left field, and the Quakers will head to the plate here in the bottom half of inning number 2 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Bluffton 2, Earlham 1. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
We'd like you to know why public power is important to you. In small towns and cities across America, locally owned public power systems like ours represent local people working together to meet local needs. Our only purpose is to provide an essential service at the lowest possible cost. This makes a big difference in rates and service, and all the benefits we produce at home stay at home. Richmond Power and Light, your locally owned electric utility. Together, we make powerful partners. Summit Computers in Richmond is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware, service, support, and design services. They also provide web hosting, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and much, much more. Summit Computers, the official provider of RadioTroy.com.
Today's broadcast brought to you in part by your Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors. Just $3.50. With it being Tuesday, you can get the oven-roasted chicken. Wednesday, the turkey breast. And Thursday, the Italian BMT. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. Bottom half of inning number 2, it's Shake, Bach, and Baker.
Second for your Quakers, the designated hitter, number 33, Isaiah Shake.
Isaiah, 327 on the year, no home runs, 9 runs driven in. Shake, one of the 2 everyday players that has really been a pleasant surprise for the Quaker baseball team. They had a hole at second base. They had a hole down at third as that pitch is up high. They were both willing to take on the duties. They've played a little bit of that, of course, in high school, but again, they're both natural catchers. Pitch is inside, 2-1. Only the idea of them taking over the spots, and Bach now, of course, take them over at second base, and then you have Shake who can play there, and now is DHing here tonight. He'll play in the outfield. 2 balls and a strike now to Shake, but again, you look at their hitting, 327. Bach at 265. Ground ball back up the middle. Here's Hickey, and the throw to first in time. There's one away. And we speak of Bach. He is next.
At bat, the second baseman, number 14, Ian Bach.
Bach, though, a junior, 265, no home runs and 3 runs driven in, getting a chance again to play down at second base. Mentioned Shake stepping in. Danny Dopp, who leads the team in batting average coming in. Here's a breaking pitch that stayed high and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. There's a lot of different guys that have had to step in and make a contribution after losing some key players last year. That breaking pitch in there for a strike, and the count is even at 1-1. Kendall Baker, one of those who didn't see a whole lot of time last year. Now is a regular starter in right field. Here's the 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Big cut by Ian. Though Kendall's batting average has leveled off a little bit down to 255, he's still a huge contributor at the bottom of that order. When you think about a number 9 hitter, is really more of a leadoff hitter and a left-handed batter and a very good outfielder. 1 ball and 2 strikes as every set to throw on the pitch, swing and a miss. Another good breaking ball. As we talked about in that first inning, when Every is on, he's pretty tough.
With 2 outs now batting the right fielder.
Here's
number
Baker.
1, Kendall Baker.
Baker, 255 on the year, no home runs. He has driven in 4, 6 stolen bases. He is 6 of 6 from the stolen base department, and again, they'll keep an eye on him as the third baseman Lonacek will come in a couple of steps. Baker takes that pitch for a strike. Baker is certainly one of the better bunters on the team when it comes to getting on base. The 0-1 pitch is a breaking ball low and inside. And you watch Every now trying to get himself into a rhythm here in the second inning. He gave up 3 hits and a run in the first, but he also struck out 2. That one just low and outside. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch on the way, off the end of the bat, foul. Baker, good cut there, will make it 2 balls, 2 strikes. By the way, Hanover is at Franklin today. Mount St. Joe is at Transylvania. Manchester home, they have a non-conference game against Otterbein, and Rose playing Anderson. That game taking place at Victory Field. 2 balls and 2 strikes as Every set to throw. The pitch on the way, got him looking. On the outside corner. And a 1-2-3 inning for Every. And the Beavers, we will head to the third on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Bluffton 2, Earlham 1. This is Earlham Baseball, Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hey, Chuck, where you headed? Spinning's about to start.
I'm heading to CrossFit.
Isn't that for, like, the elite lifters or athletes only?
No, at FFW CrossFit, all workouts can and will be scaled to any ability level to welcome everyone.
Sounds great. I need to get out of the same old workout routine. I'm just not sure I can keep up. It seems pretty intense.
No real lifting experience is needed. FFW CrossFit teaches you everything you need to know and move at your own pace in a positive, motivating environment.
You know, I've always wanted to give it a try. I'll see you there.
Learn more at ffwcrossfit.com.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto and business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf and I approve this message.
Head to the third inning. It'll be Fox, Gregory, and Golden all due up. Fox singled to center field in the first inning.
Top of the third inning for Bluffton, the first baseman, number 22, Blake Fox.
Gorman set to throw in his first pitch. Swing and a miss. It is apparent, at least at this point, that the idea is come out and try to get Gorman on that first pitch if possible. Breaking ball low and outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. They've been very aggressive, speaking of Bluffton, here in the first couple of innings. The 1-1 pitch on the way, foul tipped and not held on by Krumloff, but the count goes to 1-2. Did mention the games today. There's one game tomorrow, Defiance non-conference game at Heidelberg, and then the weekend. We'll talk about what the weekend schedule looks like, and this Quaker baseball team will be gone for quite a while. Breaking pitch got him. Took something off that one. Fox will strike out. 1 away here in the third inning, and that'll bring up Gregory. Hit by a pitch back in the first inning.
With 1 out now batting, the DH, number 20, Colin Gregory.
Of course, this Earlham baseball team will have to go on the road to Manchester Friday and Saturday. That's a strike. It'll be 12 games on the road. They'll play 13 out of their next 14, conference and non-conference on the road. This one hit well to center field. Lynch is there. He'll make the catch. 2 away. Here's Golden. The next time we're here will be April 25th against this Bluffton team. Quakers will head back on the road against Wittenberg, and then they'll be on
number 29, Ryan Golden.
on their home turf from April 28th through May the 5th. All their final games here at home. This one is hit well into right field. Baker going back a couple of steps makes the catch, and that'll do it. A 1-2-3 inning here in the third. We will head to the bottom half of inning number 3 in the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. It's Bluffton 2, Earlham 1. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
It's game time. The Sportsplex is now open. Get your teams together and come out for basketball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, golf, batting cages, wrestling, and much, much more. The Sportsplex also offers court rentals for your entire team to play a pickup game or to hold practices. Use our turf fields for multiple sports, including flag football, baseball fielding, and rugby. Sportsplex is open 7 days a week. Check out FamilyFitnessWorks.com for more information and current hours, or call 765-935-0111.
Hey, a reminder, today's game brought to you in part by Jason Wise of Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. He has an idea for an alternative fundraiser for your school group or nonprofit. If you list, buy, or refer a customer and mention this promotion, he'll donate 10% of what he makes on that transaction to the school group or nonprofit of your choice in your name. Tell your friends, family, colleagues to mention this offer when listing with Jason Wise at Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. Give him a call at 969-3400. 2-1 as we head to the bottom of the third. It's Lynch, Barger, and Laird all due up. Every sailed through his second inning. Gorman sailing through the third.
For the Quakers, number 2, Nate Lynch.
Lynch struck out looking back in the first inning. Every set to throw, and the pitch on the way is in the outside corner for a strike. Third baseman Linacek again will play a step or two in, try to take the bunt away if possible here of Nate Lynch. Here's the pitch. That's outside. And the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That is low. The catcher trying to frame that one. Unable to do so for a strike, so the count will go to 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That one definitely right down the middle for a strike. Another good breaking pitch by Every. This is where the Quakers can get things started, getting this guy on base. There's a swing and a miss, and Lynch will strike out for the second time. So 1 away, and that'll bring up Matt Barger.
With 1 out, now batting, number 20, Matt Barger.
Singled in the first inning, scored the Quakers' lone run. Of course, he's had a couple of good defensive plays here this afternoon as Every gets the sign, the leg kick, and the pitch, and the breaking ball is low, 1-0. The 1-0 delivery stays inside, 2 balls and no strikes. We mentioned the weekend series for the Quakers on the road at Manchester. Bluffton will play at Mount St. Joe. Defiance at Franklin. Anderson plays at Hanover, and Rose is at Transylvania. There's a good breaking pitch again, 2-1. Well, Avery not afraid to throw a breaking ball even if he's down. 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-1 pitch on the way, grounded foul. Should mention Hanover will play at Thomas More. That game won't be until Sunday, so they'll play one non-conference matchup after they host Anderson for 3. The break-even pitch on the way is low and outside. We'll go full at 3-2. Boy, a lot's going to happen between April 7th and April 22nd for this Earlham baseball team. Here's the payoff pitch on the way. That's going to be lifted into left field, and misplaying that one is Golden. That will roll just shy of the warning track, and Barger in for a double, his second base hit. Tell you what, Golden didn't take a very good direction for that baseball. Looked like he should have broke back on it. He kind of broke in, and the ball kept carrying. So now Brendan Laird steps to the plate, and the Quakers have a runner on base in scoring position. Laird singled and was left stranded at third back in the first inning. Here's the stretch again by Every. He'll check the runner, and the pitch on the way as a breaking ball caught the outside corner for a strike. Quakers trail at 2-1 as we play here in the bottom of the third. Again, Barger now 2 for 2. The stretch and the pitch is low. Laird continuing to have a solid senior year, .350 coming in, 12 stolen bases. He has 20 runs driven in. Stretch by Every. Good lead down at second base. Every's going to take another look. Time will be called by Laird. And this is exactly what head coach Steve Sakasitz is hoping that base runners can provide, and that is splitting the concentration level of Every. Ground ball to the right side. Prosser takes it on a high hop. Throw to first in time. Barger advancing on to third. So 2 away. And there's Elkis.
And at number 19, Eric Elkis.
Elkis singled in the first inning, drove in the run. 28 runs driven in now by Elkis. He's another one continues to climb up the career ladder. As that pitch inside, 1 ball and no strikes. The stretch by Every. And the pitch on the way, grounded up the middle. Hickey will field near the bag. Strong throw to first, and the Quakers leave a man on in scoring position here in the bottom half of the third inning. We head to the fourth on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Bluffton 2, Earlham 1. This is Earlham Baseball, the Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive, and I approve this message.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. It's not just about the quality work, it's also about customer service. It's about attention to details and making absolutely sure you are 100% satisfied. If that's the kind of experience you want in your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Give them a call at 966-0994.
Hey, today's game brought to you in part by Square Donuts of Richmond. Whether it's a delicious breakfast, afternoon treat, or a midnight snack, everyone loves the taste of Square Donuts of Richmond. Enjoy their huge cinnamon rolls or any of the other crowd favorites, including maple bacon, strawberry cheesecake, Oreo cream, pumpkin spice, and more. And, of course, grab those award-winning glazed donuts, voted the #1 donut in the entire state. Proud to be your favorite donut shop and home to the best donuts in town, the only squares around, Square Donuts of Richmond. Head to the fourth. It's Siders to lead things off here for Bluffton. And Gorman set to throw, and his first pitch is hit foul. Good cut by Siders. Siders lined out his first time up. That was a heck of a play again by Barger, and the dive in left field. You're talking about Elkis, 109 career RBI coming into this one. He now is 110. Now just 3 RBI away. There's a swing and a miss. Elkis again just 3 away from setting the career program best in runs driven in. No balls and 2 strikes now to Siders. Here's the pitch on the way by Gorman. Fly ball into right field. Baker is there and will make the catch, one away. So with one out, that'll bring up Chase Lonacek, the third baseman, reached on that throwing error by Laird and scored in that second inning. Wind continues to blow to right field as Gorman gets the sign from Krumloff, and the pitch is hit foul.
At bat number 36,
Mouse on deck.
Lonacek.
Quakers, by the way, 7th in runs scoring in Division III at 9.7 runs per game as that pitch just outside. By the way, the home plate umpire is Michael Ingram. The reason we mention his name, he is the square donut guy. Ground ball to the right side. It'll be picked up by Elkus, flipping on to Gorman. There is 2 away. Here's Mouse, the catcher. By the way, Elkus also leads the nation in RBI per game, still at 2.15.
The catcher, number 16, Reed Mouse.
Eric has gone through. Speak of Eric down at first base, very good first baseman, too. He didn't get enough credit for how good of a first baseman he is, as Mouse will take that one for a strike. I should mention that he went for a couple of games there where he didn't drive in a run, and he still is able to lead the nation in runs driven in per game as Mouse falls by, no balls, 2 strikes. Top of the 4th inning, 2-1. Gorman set to throw, and the pitch on the way. That one bouncing. We had Krumloff on the show yesterday, too, and it's always nice to have for a pitcher like Gorman, just a freshman, have a senior able to come in and help you as a freshman. Krumloff talked about he did the same thing when he came in, as that one is hit foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He had seniors in front of him that helped him develop as a very, very good catcher, perhaps one of the best, if not the best, defensive catcher in the HCAC. Here's Gorman's 1-2 pitch on the way, missed high. And the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gorman gave up that home run in the first, and of course the unearned run in that second inning. This one's going to be blooped into right field. That's going to fall in. That's going to be at least 1. Baker over to get it. His throw to second not in time as it's off the mark, and that'll be a double by Mouse. His second base hit, as he went the opposite way. And that'll bring up Hickey at the top of the order. Fifth base hit now by the Beavers. Hickey 1 for 2. He singled in the second inning, the first pitch he saw. In fact, he has swung at the first pitch on both at bats. See if he'll do it again here. Gorman looks into Krumloff. Now we'll check the runner at second. The pitch on the way, and he won't have a chance as that pitch rides inside. Probably not a bad pitch that time by Gorman after giving up the base hit on the first pitch last time to Hickey. Here's the stretch and the 1-0 pitch. This is a bloop into right center field, base hit. Mouse will score, and it's now 3-1 Bluffton. Hickey now 2 for 2, or should say 2 for 3 with 2 RBI. And the Quakers down in this one, 3-1. That one hit well enough just to get out of the infield. Here's Hodges. Hodges hit a home run, a solo shot in the first, and then flew out in the second. So now the Quakers for the how many times have they been behind in games? As this one is hit high in the air, shallow right field. Baker coming in, and Baker will make the catch as Hodges hit that one sky high for out number 3, but another run across for the Beavers here in the top of the 4th inning. We'll head to the bottom half of inning number 4 in the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Bluffton 3, Earlham 1. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Wetzelauto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
Are new cabinets on your wish list? Visit the new Georgia Direct showroom and see the great variety of cabinets on display in a modern setting. Georgia Direct carries quality craft-made one cabinets, and the new showroom has plenty of styles and colors on display. In Richmond, craft-made one is only available at Georgia Direct, where the designers are always on hand to help create a custom kitchen for your home. Visit Georgia Direct's new showroom on 40 East, next to Red Lobster. You'll love what you see, and you'll love the savings at Georgia Direct.
A reminder, today's broadcast brought to you in part by Harrington Oak Insurance. They spend every day working to make our community better, safer, and more enjoyable because their focus is on insurance, and that's it. They're on top of industry changes and are a one-stop shop for all your insurance needs, whether it's business, personal, life, or health. If you'd like more information, go to their website, harringtonoak.com, or give them a call at 962-9502. Danny Dopp will lead things off here in the bottom of the 4th. Dopp, Krumloff, and Shake. As the Quakers again will play from behind 3-1, and that first pitch in there for a strike. Earlham has played from behind. Of course, you go back to a week ago, they led from beginning to end 7-0, as this one's popped up to the right side. The right fielder, Hodges, in fair territory, will make the catch as he crosses the foul line, and there's one away. Here's Krumloff.
At bat, the catcher, number 5, Cody Krumloff.
Cody on the afternoon, 0 for 1. He grounded out back in the 2nd. Quakers managing so far 4 hits off the right-hander, Every. As Every set to throw and a breaking ball hit foul. I'm going to go back and look. You go back to the Bluffton game. That was 7-0. They fell behind Franklin. They've actually played behind in their last 3 here. This one is on a line. Base hit right field, right over the head of Prosser. So Krumloff with the opposite field base hit. And here's Isaiah Shake. I don't know what the situation was at Rose, but I'm sure they played from behind a lot in that 3-game series. So it's not uncommon for this ball club to have played behind, but it has certainly been the case for the Quakers here in the last few games. That pitch inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Shake 0 for 1. Quakers have now had base runners in 3 of 4 of the innings so far played here this afternoon. The stretch again by Every, and the pitch. Ground ball back up the middle. Takes a high hop, could be 2. Hickey to Prosser, makes the turn. Did he stay on the bag? Yes. Fox with the long stretch at first. A 6-4-3 double play, and that'll do it for the Quakers here in the bottom of the 4th. We head to the 5th on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers down 3-1.
There's one thing for sure in my life. I know nothing about fixing cars. That's why I take my vehicles to Beach Automotive at 110 East Main in Richmond. Their experts have the knowledge to service and repair even the most challenging auto problems. So if you have an automotive question, they have the answers at Beach Automotive, 110 East Main in Richmond. Or give them a call at 765-966-8181 or visit their website, beach-auto.com.
Maybe you haven't heard, but there's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show Cheers. You know, where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some of your friends and try out a game of live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else are you going to find this kind of variety, along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
Back once again here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium. Quakers down 3-1 as we head to the top of the fifth inning. It's Prosser, Fox, and Gregory due up. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors on the board for Bluffton. Quakers 1-5-1. Prosser is 0 for 2 so far against the freshman Kyle Gorman. And Gorman's first pitch of the inning. This is going to be chopped third base side. Fair ball. Dopp with a strong throw. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the fifth. Here's Fox. Fox singled back in the first. He struck out in the third.
With 1 out at bat number 22, Blake Fox.
There's one. That was the third, fourth. That's 4 first pitch outs by Gorman as that pitch is up high. I'm going to take that back. That is 3, but he gave up the base hit to Hickey in the second inning. He hit Gregory in the first pitch in inning number 1. He got Golden to line out, so that's 4 as that pitch is outside. So Bluffton has been very, very active today, swinging at that first pitch. 1-1 to Fox. Here's the pitch on the way, low and outside. Take that back. 3 balls and no strikes. So the top of the order for Bluffton, they've been pretty aggressive. That pitch in there for a strike. Going after that first pitch, anywhere from Hickey all the way down to Gregory at the number 6 hole. That's hit foul. 3 balls, 2 strikes. You're now starting to see some activity in the Earlham bullpen. Looks like Howie Smith is up and getting set to throw. This one is going to be lined back up the middle. Base hit. Blue base hit by Fox. His second hit. And the Beavers have had a couple of those here this afternoon. Balls that are just able to get out of the infield. Here's Gregory. Hit by pitch back in the first inning. Flew out in the third.
20, Colin Gregory.
7 base hits now for Bluffton. Gorman able to shake off that first sign from Krumloff. Now comes Sad on the pitch. And it's up high. Ball 1. This is not going to be a Bluffton team. We talked about them last week. They're not going to run a whole lot. So far, they come in with just 9 stolen bases. Ground ball left side. Dopp able to snag it. His only play at first. Is it in time? No. So Gregory quickly down the line, and a nice effort that time by Dopp. That'll be an infield base hit for Gregory. And here's Golden. Good effort there by Dopp. Gregory's 0 for 2. He lined that his last time up into right field. He's put the ball in the air twice. And again, that wind continues to blow to right field, so be careful for the right-handed pitching Gorman and a left-handed hitter like Golden. The pitch on the way, grounded to the right side. Here's Bach. Off to Laird. The relay to first. In time in a 4-6-3 double play. And that'll do it for the Beavers here in the top of the 5th inning. We head to the bottom half of inning number 5 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Bluffton on top of this one, 3-1.
The dealership where I bought my car told me I needed new tires. So, of course, I stopped by Best One and asked Roger to take a look. So they checked it out, and he told me not yet. He said I was good for at least another 10,000 miles. I've always gotten an honest opinion at Best One, and so will you.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark at Best One Tire and Service. We'll only sell you tires when you need new tires, and they'll be the right tires for your car or truck. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
There are banks that are big, and then there's West End Bank. A bank with big ideas to help people, business, and industry. If you're just starting out on your own and want a new car, West End can help. Maybe it's your first home and you need advice on financing. West End Bank has ideas to help you. West End Bank, helping build better lives and a better community. West End Bank is a community bank with big ideas and home to a distinctive style of banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Fight, fight, inner light. Graduation's in plain sight. Is it true? You're almost through? Your Alumni Council is here for you. Learn more about the Earlham Alumni Council and how we can help at earlham.edu/alumni.
At the bottom of the fifth inning, Bach, Baker, Lynch. Quakers down 3-1. Bach struck out looking back in the second inning. Every, the right-hander, back in his first pitch. This one is hit to the right side. Diving will be Prosser. Makes the stab, throws to first, and gets the out. And we have seen some pretty good defensive plays so far here this afternoon. Robbing Bach right there of a possible base hit. Here's Kendall Baker.
Now batting, number 1, Kendall Baker.
Barger with the two nice catches in left field. Every set to throw as Baker shows bunt, and two Richmond grads. Here you have Baker hitting and your umpire from Richmond as well. Baker behind, no balls and a strike. He struck out looking his first time up. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Every pretty quick worker as he sets to throw on that one in there for strike 2. And as we would expect down at third, Lonacek taking the bunt away. The late kick and the 1-2 pitch hit foul. Good cut by Baker. Lonacek will now take a step back with the 2 strikes on Baker. The pitch on the way. This time he'll come inside. And the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. One away here in the bottom half of inning number 5. Earlham down 3-1. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Baker strikes out for the second time. And 2 away, that'll bring up Nate Lynch.
With 2 outs, now batting number 2, Nate Lynch.
Quakers now 6 strikeouts. 4 of those happening between Baker and Lynch at number 9 and number 1. Lynch again 0 for 2. And every set to throw, and the pitch is low for a ball. Here's the wind and the 1-0 pitch on the way. It's up high. 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0 delivery, grounded up the middle. Hickey, nice range, throw to first, and that goes wide. It'll bounce off the screen of the Earlham dugout. So Lynch on base, and that'll bring up Barger. And they will score that one an error on the shortstop Hickey. Here's Barger. Barger 2 for 2, including a double his last time up. He has scored the Quakers' lone run, and Mouse will go out and talk with Every. He mentioned that Howie Smith was up. In fact, he is still stretching in the Earlham bullpen. No one active so far for Bluffton. They feel pretty good about Every so far. through 4 2/3 innings, and they should, giving up just 5 hits and 6 strikeouts. And that pitch in there for a strike. Of course, again, Nate Lynch leads the team in stolen bases down at first base. The stretch by Every. And the runner takes off, the pitch low and outside, and a stolen base by Nate Lynch. So now the Quakers with a runner in scoring position. The count 1 ball and 1 strike. The stretch by Every. And your 1-1 pitch, missing low, 2 balls and a strike. Nate now with 22 stolen bases in 26 attempts. Now 62 stolen bases in his career, just 2 away. That one hit off the end of the bat foul. Again, Lynch just 2 away from the all-time record for stolen bases at Earlham College. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Barger. Every has thrown a steady diet of breaking pitches. Barger calling time. Lynch again a lead at second. The stretch by Every. The pitch on the way, hit hard toward the third baseman. Lonacek will throw to first and got him. Strong throw by the third baseman for the Beavers, and that'll do it for the Quakers here in the 5th inning. They'll leave a man on in scoring position. We will head to the top half of inning number 6 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Bluffton 3, Earlham 1.
Injured athletes can be evaluated at Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond. Request a same-day or next-day appointment to be evaluated by medical professionals who specialize in strains, sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, concussions, and other sports-related orthopedic issues. Call 935-8905. That's 935-8905. Or request an appointment online at reedortho.org. Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you're born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
We head to the top of inning number 6. Siders, Lonacek, and Mouse all due up. Siders 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. Lined out to left field, flew out to right field. Gorman 5 innings. He has given up 3 runs, 8 hits. Trying to go to 2-0 after picking up the win last week over this Bluffton team. Bunt laid down. Gorman coming off the mound. He'll have to hurry in time. Nice play by Gorman as he throws a strike to first base. And once again, we see Bluffton with that first pitch. This time trying to bunt his way on his Siders. Here's Lonacek who will step to the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a run scored.
With 1 out now batting, number 36, Chase Lonacek.
Gorman set to throw the pitch. There for a strike. We heard him talk yesterday. Again, it was all about staying ahead in the count, and he has done that, I think, pretty consistently here today. Again, the one mistake he made was the home run back in the first inning. Swing and a miss. Might have gotten a piece of that one as Lonacek, and he's behind at 0-2. The run he gave up in the second, of course, that was the error that led to the run. And then Mouse got that double in the 4th inning. That happened after 2 outs, and then the base hit by Hickey. This one hit back up the middle. Bach, the throw to first, 2 away. So another ground ball out. Here's Mouse, the number 9 hitter. He's had a nice day. A single back in the second inning. He doubled and scored in the 4th inning. He has 2 hits. Hickey has 2 hits. So the number 9 and 1 hitters now for Bluffton have a combined 4 hits of the 8 they've had so far here today. So now Gorman's set to go to work. The right-hander's pitch is inside for a ball. Two away as we play here in the top of the 6th inning. This is a line drive off the glove of Bach, the second baseman. Boy, nice effort again by Ian Bach. Just got a piece of it. And so Mouse, he is now 3 for 3. And here's Hickey. That is now 9 hits by Bluffton. Hickey, a couple of base hits. He has driven in 2 runs. And this young man right here, he likes to swing that first pitch. So now Gorman's set to go to work with 2 outs, and that's way outside for a ball. Bluffton again trying to avenge a loss last week, which they came here and were shut out by Gorman and the Quakers 7-0. Runner at first will take off, and the hit and run is on, and that'll be fouled away by Hickey. Pretty good play that time by Bluffton. I don't think the Quakers were expecting the catcher to take off at first base, but again, you've got a pretty good hitter in Hickey at the plate. Good contact hitter. The stretch again by Gorman. And the pitch, this time he will not be going. 2 balls and a strike. Gorman quickly gets the sign from Krumloff, comes home with a pitch and a breaking ball. This is going to be looped into left field. That's going to fall in for a base hit. Third base hit by Hickey. Six of their hits from the number 9 and 1 hitters, and that'll bring up now Hodges. And again, be careful with this guy. Single, I should say, the solo home run back in the first. He flew out in the second and flew out in the 9th, and he, too, likes to hit early in the count. So Hodges steps in from the left side, and the pitch by Gorman is low and outside. Nope, they're going to say that's a strike. Tough call that time against Hodges. Two away here in the 6th. Quakers down 3-1. Bluffton trying to add to that 2-run lead. Off-speed pitch swung on and missed. Hodges quickly behind it, 0-2. Stretch by Gorman. And the pitch on the way. Came inside, got him swinging. Nice pitch by Gorman. That ends the threat by Bluffton in the 6th inning as they'll leave 2 men on. We'll head to the bottom half of inning number 6 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers trail this one 3-1.
The last time I was in for service at Best One, I let Roger know my brakes were squeaking. So they checked them out, and Roger told me it was just a little moisture. Not to worry, everything was fine. Well, that was just the reassurance I needed. I trust the team at Best One, just like I trust my own dad.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark. At Best One Tire and Service, we only fix what needs to be fixed. When your car or truck leaves our shop, the service you request will be done right. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
There's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some friends and come play live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else can you find this kind of variety along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
Earlhamites, you don't need to be on the heart to feel close to it. Your Earlham Alumni Council is here to help all of our alumni stay connected, to support students, and to ensure that Earlham is strong for years to come.
Into the bottom half of inning number 6, Laird, Elkis, and Dopp all due up as Every threw 5 innings, giving up just 5 hits and a run. That was way back in the first inning now for the Quakers, who have been pretty much held in check, though they've gotten runners in scoring position in the 3rd and the 5th innings.
Leading off the bottom of the 6th for your Quakers, the shortstop number 17, Brennan Laird.
Brennan singled back in the first inning, and he grounded out in the 3rd. Catcher out to talk with Every for a moment. See what they'll do here against Brennan Laird. I mentioned Howie Smith is throwing still in the Quaker bullpen. And Every's pitch is on the way to breaking ball back up the middle. That's a base hit. So Brennan with his second single. And here's Elkis.
At bat, the first baseman, number 19, Aaron Elkis.
Elkis singled and drove in the Quakers' lone run back in the first inning, and he grounded out in the 3rd. Every end of the stretch, of course, stolen base threat is Laird. He takes off immediately. The pitch is in there for a strike. The throw down to second. It got through. Laird able to slide, and he's in there with a stolen base.
Let's go. Trade places with him out there.
So now the Quakers again with a runner in scoring position. Elkis behind in the count of no balls and a strike. And Every set to throw once again as he'll check the runner at second base. Here's the pitch, and that one is a breaking ball, smacked foul. That one hits off the Bluffton dugout. And Elkis behind to no balls and 2 strikes. Brennan Laird with the stolen base, now with 13 on the season. He's 13 of 15. That's off the end of the bat foul. And will stay no balls and 2 strikes. Quakers had a runner at 3rd back in the 3rd. They had a runner in 2nd in the 5th, and now a runner at 2nd here in the 6th inning. Here's the 0-2 pitch on the way up high. And the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Every gets the sign as he comes set. Checks the runner at 2nd. And the pitch on the way to the plate hit foul. Well, Hickey down at short, sneaking behind the base runner in Laird, just trying to keep him a step closer to the bag. Every the previous time took about 3 looks back and see if he'll do it again. Mouse will set up on the outside corner. Here's the pitch on the way. Breaking pitch got him swinging. Big strikeout of Eric Elkis, the leading RBI man for the Quakers, and that'll bring up Danny Dopp.
At bat, number 7, Danny Dopp.
Dopp is 0 for 2. Including a strikeout back in the first inning. Breaking pitch right down the middle of the plate, and Dopp behind it 0-1. 7 strikeouts now by the right-hander Every, and he continues to work quickly. The 0-1 pitch, runner takes off, ground ball in the hole. That's going to score a run. And the Quakers now trail at 3-2. Nice piece of hitting by Danny Dopp. Hits behind the runner, and Laird got a great jump. Hickey was out of position. There was no way he was going to make the play. So Dopp able to drive in the run. And Earlham trailing it by 1. That was an 0-1 pitch. Here's Krumloff. Krumloff 1 for 2, singled in the 4th. It was part of that 6-4-3 double play. The stretch by Every, and the pitch hits him. So Cody will take one for the team as he trots down to first base. And here's Isaiah Shake. And will we have a visit to the mound? We very well may. They're going to try to settle Every down. Want to remind you, tonight's game brought to you in part by your Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week, you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors. Just $3.50. With it being Tuesday, you can get the oven-roasted chicken. Wednesday, the turkey breast. And then Thursday, the Italian BMT. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway. Eat fresh. A short meeting for Every. There is a left-hander throwing into the Bluffton bullpen, and he is right now on a hurry-up course to get ready. Isaiah Shake will step to the plate. Corey Johnson in the bullpen now for the Beavers. The stretch and the pitch, grounded over the middle, off the glove of Every, and they will still manage to get the double play. 1-4-6-3 double play will get the Quakers out of the inning. But Earlham still gets a run. We'll head to the 7th on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Bluffton 3, Earlham 2. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hey, this is Steve, and out of Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
At Richmond Power and Light, we're committed to Richmond. We've been a part of this community for over 114 years. We're not part of some big energy conglomerate, and we don't answer to out-of-town stockholders. Instead, we are accountable to you. And just like you, we want what's best for our hometown. That means you can count on us to provide reliable electricity at low rates. We are Richmond Power and Light, your hometown electric utility, building Richmond a better tomorrow.
Well, the Quakers had Howie Smith warming up. He will come in here in the 7th inning. The numbers on Howie. This will be his 7th appearance. 4 starts on the year. He has a complete game. 30.1 innings. That leads the team. He's given up 45 hits, 20 runs, 19 of those earned. 28 strikeouts and 5 walks on the year. He's 3-2 with an ERA of 5.64.
Howie Smith.
So Howie, a veteran, a senior. Here in the 7th inning, Prosser, Fox, and Greger. I'll tell you what, we've seen some pretty good defensive plays here tonight. Each team has had an error, but we just saw a little bit ago something rather rare, 1-4-6-3 double play, just off the glove of Every, and the infield did the rest. Prosser is 0 for 3. So 6 innings of work today by Gorman. Gives up 3 runs and 10 hits. He right now is the pitcher of record for the Quakers. As Smith in his first pitch in there for a strike. Well, we've seen some sunshine. We've seen some heavy clouds here today. As the clouds come back once again, this is off the end of the bat foul. On the weekend, it's supposed to get pretty chilly when the Quakers head to Manchester for that 3-game series. In fact, they're thinking maybe snow flurries coming up on Friday. Here's the 0-2 pitch by Smith, high and outside. But by Sunday, could be in the 70s. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way, and a breaking ball back up the middle. That's a base hit. Prosser taking it right back where it came from. And the Beavers continue to be aggressive at the plate. Here is Blake Fox. 11 base hits now for Bluffton.
Now batting number 22, Blake Fox.
Fox, he is 2 for 3, does have a strikeout on the afternoon. Throw to first, not in time. And again, this is not going to be a team that's going to run a whole lot. They would love to put together a solid inning right here with the middle of their order. Fox singled in the first inning. He singled in the fifth. He'll show bunt. He lays it down. Good bunt. Howie will throw to first. The sacrifice successful for Blake Fox, the cleanup hitter. How often do you see a cleanup hitter bunting to get a runner an extra 90 feet? So with one out, that'll bring up Colin Gregory. Gregory singled his last time up. He was a part of the 4-6-3 double play that ended the inning for the Beavers in that fifth inning. So now Howie goes to work with a runner at second base. The stretch by the right-hander and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Big cut that time by Gregory. Prosser the lead at second. The stretch and the pitch on the way. It's up high, check swing, and Gregory able to hold off. And the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Quakers down 3-2 here in the 7th inning. Stretch once again by Howie. He'll check the runner and the pitch. Popped him up as Elkis will give this one a look. And that will go out of play. Of course, you certainly don't want to give up on a foul ball like that. There's not a whole lot of room on either side here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium to work with, but we have seen baseballs that'll blow back into foul territory. So Elkis doing the right thing, giving it a long look down at first base. Smith gets the sign. The count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch on the way. Popped him up. Elkis, or take that back, Krumloff quickly gets the mask off and gets a look. Well, one of the toughest things to do as a catcher is kind of really try to locate where that foul ball may be. One ball and 2 strikes as Smith set to throw on the pitch. Got him swinging on the outside with the first base open. Krumloff will have to throw to first. And Prosser stays down at second base, so a strikeout throwout for out number 2, and that'll bring up Golden. Golden is 0 for 3 today.
Now batting number 29, Ryan Golden.
Flew out back in the first inning, lined out in the third, and hit into a double play in the 5th inning. So 2 outs now for Howie Smith. Prosser with the lead down at second as Smith works into the stretch to check the runner, and the pitch on the way. This is going to be hit to the left, and giving it a chase is Barger, and he'll run out of room as that one goes out of play down the left field line. No balls and a strike. Bluffton trying to add to their 3-2 lead, 11 base hits. This is their first look at Howie Smith here in the 7th inning. Prosser again a good lead down at second base. The pitch by Smith, fly ball left center field. Lynch coming over, and he will make the catch, and that'll do it for the Beavers here in the 7th inning. They'll leave a man on in scoring position. We head to the bottom half of inning number 7. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Quakers trail this one 3-2.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive, and I approve this message.
Hey, alumni! Wondering how you can stay connected to Earlham? The Alumni Office is here to make the connection last by organizing events in your area, representing alumni voices on campus, and helping you get connected to resources across our global community.
Head to the bottom of the seventh inning. Ian Bach will lead things off. Bach, Baker, and Lynch all due up. Every set to throw, and his pitch is inside for a ball. Mentioned there's a left-hander throwing in the bullpen now for Bluffton. Ground ball, third base side. That'll be a fair ball. Lonacek, strong throw across the diamond in time, one away. So with one out, here's Baker. Looks like Corey Johnson is still throwing, the left-handed pitcher out of Waverly, Ohio. He is a senior. Again, is throwing in the bullpen for the Beavers. Baker 0 for 2, both strikeouts. One looking and one swinging. There's a bunt third base side. That'll go foul. Lonacek played that well. Certainly the scouting report is out on Baker. Every third baseman we have seen for the last several games will try to take that bunt away. And on the turf like this, Baker really has to lay it down very soft. It'll take a nice roll. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's outside. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's your 1-1 pitch. Inside, 2-1. One thing about Every so far, in that very rare delay, he works pretty quick. Defense is always ready to go. Here's the 2-1 delivery, and that'll bounce in the dirt. 3 balls and a strike, and boy, Quakers would love to get Baker on. He is 606 in the stolen base department. Here's the 3-1 pitch, and that will be high and inside, and the Quakers have a man on here in the 7th inning.
Stepping up to the plate, the center fielder.
Here's Lynch.
Nate Lynch.
Nate is 0 for 3, does have a stolen base. He reached on a throwing error by Hickey in the 5th inning. So now the Quakers have a man on here in inning number 7. The stretch by Every. Runner takes off. The pitch is outside. The throw down to second, not even close. Kendall Baker with his 7th stolen base on the year. And now the Quakers have another man in scoring position. Almost looked like a pitch out that time, but hard to tell from the reaction of the catcher Mouse as that pitch is inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Now the catcher out to talk with Every. This is the 2nd time we have seen a player. Hickey came in earlier, and they're trying to give the left-hander a little more time to throw down in the bullpen, get him ready. Quakers also have a right-hander throwing in their bullpen. I believe that's going to be Spencer Owen, and it is. This might be the last hitter that Every will face in Nate Lynch. The stretch by the right-hander, a check of the runner at second. Here's the pitch on the way. Bunt laid down third base side. Lonacek will come and let it go foul. Lynch trying to catch the Bluffton third baseman off guard. 2 balls and a strike now to the Quaker leadoff hitter. I mentioned the Quakers were down at one point in this one 3-0, but it's not unusual that they've played behind, so that's certainly not something they've been afraid of doing. That'll be chopped left side, and that's going to go fair and stay fair. Nate Lynch got a base hit, and it only went about 30 feet. Good heads-up base running by Baker. He's at third, and now the Quakers runners at first and third. And I think we're going to see a pitching change right here. Let's wait and see. Matt Barger is next. We have a visit to the mound. Let's see if they'll make a change right here. Boy, I tell you what, Lynch able to get just enough spin on that baseball to keep that thing in play, and again only went about 30 feet. Their left-hander is ready to go. He's been throwing for quite some time. We mentioned it's Corey Johnson in the bullpen. And they will leave Every in. Barger 2 for 3, doubled back in the third inning. Barger scored one of the 2 runs back in the first. So now Every set to go to work as he'll have runners at first and third. The stretch. And runner takes off and he hits him. That may do it for this young man right here as Lynch not only got a great jump, but Barger hit by a pitch. And now the bases are loaded. I'm a little surprised they're leaving this guy in as now Brandon Laird, the number 3 hitter, is next. Other than you want to go with percentages right here and go righty-righty instead of bringing a left-hander in to face a hitter like Brandon Laird. Infield will stay back. Still a chance for a double play. Every into the stretch. And the pitch on the way. The good cut that time by Laird as he fouls it back to the screen. No balls and a strike. This almost has a feeling, at least at the moment, of a huge breakout inning for this Quaker offense. Every again will check the runner at third. And the 0-1 pitch on the way, grounded back underneath the legs of Every. They'll get the force down at second. A run will score, and Laird will be safe at first base. So Baker crosses the plate to tie this ball game at 3 apiece. And Earlham will still have runners at first and third, and 2 outs here in the 7th. Here's Elkis. Laird will get credit for an RBI. Elkis 1 for 3, drove in a run back in the first inning. Every's pitch on the way, runner takes off, Laird no throw. So now a base hit possibly could score 2 runs right here. Every again will check the runner at third. And the right-hander set to throw, the pitch on the way. Fly ball into right field. That could be trouble. Hodges lost it. That's going to fall in. That one hits off the 375 sign. 2 runs will score, and the Quakers now lead at 5-3. Well, the right fielder, Hodges, I don't think he ever saw it, and there was no way he was going to get to it as that one hits off the 375 sign in right center field, and Elkis came very close to leaving the ballpark with that one.
Now batting number 7, Danny Dopp.
Elkis now with 3 runs driven in. And they may have left Every in a little bit too long. Here's Dopp. The stretch and the pitch. That gets by the catcher, Mouse, and Elkis on to third. Another wild pitch. Quakers have now scored 3 runs in the inning. Danny Dopp 1 for 3, and now they'll make the change. We have a pitching change for the Beavers. Quakers have battled back from an early deficit on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Now lead this one 5-3. This is Earlham Baseball, Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hi, this is Troy Darengowski of Radio Troy Digital Sports. There are plenty of places for me to get lunch or dinner, but there's only one Mancino's. In fact, I was just there for lunch the other day and had a delicious pizza grinder. That's just one of many choices I can get at Mancino's. How about a fresh salad? Several varieties of pasta, Mancino's Lights, or perhaps even an oven-baked spaghetti or maybe a pepperoni pizza. So when you're looking for a great lunch or dinner, make sure you choose Mancino's, 217 National Road West in Richmond. We'd like you to know why public power is important to you. In small towns and cities across America, locally owned public power systems like ours represent local people working together to meet local needs. Our only purpose is to provide an essential service at the lowest possible cost. This makes a big difference in rates and service, and all the benefits we produce at home stay at home. Richmond Power and Light, your locally owned electric utility. Together, we make powerful partners. It takes a lot of pieces working together to run a successful business in today's world. One big piece is your connectivity, powered by your internet. For local businesses in Richmond, you have options for who provides your internet. When deciding who to go with, you need to look at Parallax Systems, fiber optic packaging for your benefit. Speed, reliability, and local service, you get it all with Parallax Systems, a division of RP&L. Visit online at parallax.ws or call 962-3770.
Corey Johnson had been in the bullpen for quite some time. He will be the new pitcher. Johnson making his 6th appearance, 15 innings, 19 hits, 10 runs, 9 of those earned, 13 strikeouts, and 2 walks. He is 1-1 with an ERA of 5.40. So Johnson in relief of Austin Every, who really pitched well through 6, but again, the Quakers get to him here in the 7th inning, and Elkis still his responsibility down at third base. 1 ball and no strikes now to Dopp. And the pitch on the way by Johnson is just outside, and the count is even at 1-1. Howie Smith now a chance to get a win here today. Johnson's pitch is hit foul. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. By the way, right now we're looking at Elkis 2 RBI away from breaking the all-time RBI record at Earlham, as that's hit foul. And we'll stay at 1-2. Johnson gets the sign as he comes set. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's just outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Dopp. Take that back, 3 balls and 2 strikes. We'll add 1 more on there. The pitch on the way, missed it outside, so full count. And a walk to Dopp. And that'll bring up Krumloff.
At bat, the catcher, number 5, Cody Krumloff.
Cody 1 for 2. Hit by a pitch in the 6th inning. Did single back in the 4th. Stretch again by Johnson as he'll check the runner at first, and the pitch on the way. Good cut. That's hit foul. Quakers are running in the 6th inning. 3 more here in the 7th. Johnson again into the stretch and the pitch. Actually caught the inside corner for a strike, and Cody's by no balls and 2 strikes here in the 7th. Looked like a pitch might have been a little bit inside as Krumloff looked back at the home plate umpire. Stretch again by Johnson, and the runner takes off. The pitch is up high. They'll throw through, and they will not get Dopp. So stolen base for Dopp. He'll stand at second base. The count 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the Quakers now with runners at second and third. Johnson again to check the runners. The pitch on the way. It's outside, 2-2. Dopp now with 5 stolen bases as the Quakers continue to add to their stolen base numbers as a team. Here's the break-even pitch on the way. Popped him up. Mouse giving it a long look. And we'll stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Looks like we may see Spencer Owen at some point for the Quakers, the freshman out of Bargersville, Indiana. Johnson again, a look into Mouse, gets the sign. Here's the pitch, and a fly ball, center field. Siders is there, and he will make the catch, and that'll do it for Earlham in their best inning so far of the day. They'll pick up 3 runs. We will head to inning number 8 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Earlham 5, Bluffton 3. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive, and I approve this message.
Are you looking for a quality used car you can trust to take you where you want to go? Stop at Tony's Car Sales at 250 National Road West. Tony's has a top-of-the-line selection of low-mileage, one-owner cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, all handpicked by Mike and Adrian Parker. Tony's is family-owned with 3 generations and 60 years of experience. Check out their selection at tonyscarsales.com or at 250 National Road West. Tony's Car Sales, where honesty, quality, and price sell cars.
Well, Spencer Owen will take over for the Quakers here in the 8th inning. Owen will be making his 5th appearance, 5 2/3 innings, giving up 7 hits, 5 runs, just 1 earned run, 3 strikeouts, and 2 walks. No record so far this year. His ERA at 1.59. He'll be facing the 7, 8, and 9 hitters in the order for Bluffton. So the Quakers battle back again from an early deficit. They now have a lead here in the 8th inning. Siders will lead things off. He is 0 for 3.
Leading off the top of the
Quakers now 9 base hits. Bluffton with 11. And as generally has been the case for the Quakers, they make their hits count with run production. Siders bounced back to the mound his last time up. As Owen set to throw, and the first pitch on the way is a ground ball to the right side on 1 hop that time to Elkis. He'll step on the bag. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 8th inning. So Siders for the 2nd time bouncing back to the pitcher.
Now batting number 36, Chase Lonacek.
Here's Lonacek will step to the plate. 0 for 3 with a run scored. And Owens' first pitch on the way to Lonacek is outside. Quakers have another right-hander throwing in the bullpen. That'll be Matt Mathias. As the 1-0 pitch on the way, right down the middle for a strike. The 1-1 pitch hit foul. One ball, two strikes down a line of check as Owen gets the sign. Here's the pitch, and just missing outside. And the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Clouds back once again. We've seen the sun, we've seen the clouds, but good news is no rain so far here today. The break-even pitch on the way popped him up foul. We'll stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, the break-even pitch by Owen. Missed low and outside, full count. Owen again with the sign, the leg kick and the pitch. Lined into center field. Lynch coming on. He'll make the catch, 2 away. That ball was hit well, but Lynch played it perfectly for the second out. Here's Mouse, the catcher. Boy, Bluffton, they just, you go back early, they were swinging the bat and just getting on base, getting guys in scoring position, and that has all kind of petered out in the last 2 to 3 innings. As Owen set to throw on his first pitch, swing and a miss, and Mouse way out in front. This young man right here, though, 3 base hits on the afternoon, including that double back in the 4th inning. Krumloff sets up on the outside. Owen hit the spot just a little bit low. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Time called now by the number 9 hitter. Owen with the sign and the pitch. That caught the outside corner. Nice pitch. 1-2. And tell you what, right where Krumloff was set is exactly where Owen threw the baseball. Owen will shake off the first couple of signs. He may go right back to that same spot. Soft ground ball back up the middle. Laird throw to first in time. And a 1-2-3 inning for Owen and the Quakers. We head to the bottom half of inning number 8 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Earlham on top of this one, 5-3.
At Richmond Power and Light, we're committed to Richmond. We've been a part of this community for over 114 years. We're not part of some big energy conglomerate, and we don't answer to out-of-town stockholders. Instead, we are accountable to you. And just like you, we want what's best for our hometown. That means you can count on us to provide reliable electricity at low rates. We are Richmond Power and Light, your hometown electric utility, building Richmond a better tomorrow. Summit Computers in Richmond is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware, service, support, and design services. They also provide web hosting, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and much, much more. Summit Computers, the official provider of RadioTroy.com.
Earlhamites, you don't need to be on the heart to feel close to it. Your Earlham Alumni Council is here to help all of our alumni stay connected, to support students, and to ensure that Earlham is strong for years to come.
Head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Quakers on top of this one, 5-3. Shake, Bach, and Baker all due up. Doesn't appear that Steve Saka sits ready to make any changes at this point. Shake 0 for 3 on the day. Johnson back in for another inning of work now for the Beavers after getting that final out of the 7th inning. There's a right-hander again throwing now in both bullpens. And the first pitch by Johnson. Just low and inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Again, the Quakers on the road this weekend. They'll travel to Manchester Friday for a single game, Saturday doubleheader. Pitch caught the outside corner for a strike. That Friday matchup, as I talked about it earlier, and this one could be interesting just from a standpoint of how cold it could be on Friday. Ground ball to the right side. Prosser will field and throw one away. Here's Bach.
With one out now,
Bach 0 for 3.
Ian Bach.
They might want to move that series to Saturday, Sunday, knowing that Sunday expected to be in the 70s. Saturday, I guess, supposed to be a pretty nice day as well. So just Friday might be the concern. The pitch by Johnson. Foul tipped. And Ian behind, and no balls and a strike. Bach, a junior out of Union, Kentucky. As we mentioned, he is a catcher listed on the roster, getting a start again at second base. The 0-1 pitch is outside. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's your 1-1 pitch. Hit foul. Bach had a pretty good cut. I think most of us are hoping that after Friday it'll be the last look of winter. Here's your 1-2 pitch, and got him looking. I think Bach knew it. Ball came back in across the plate. So 2 away, and here's Baker. Pretty good pitch that time by Johnson.
Number 1, Kendall Baker.
I mentioned the Quakers will play 12 of their next games on the road. Baker bunts third base side. Lonacek charging, and that'll be an infield base hit for Baker. So the Quakers with the man on here in the 8th inning. It'll bring up Nate Lynch. 13 of 14 will be on the road. I don't remember a stretch of games quite like what we'll see the Quakers play, other than when they were having some issues at McBride Stadium several years ago when they played at McBride. Ended up with 39 straight road games. The stretch by Johnson, throw to first. Talked with Coach Sack on Strictly Baseball yesterday, and it doesn't appear, at least at the moment, that they will, where they would put a couple of games they lost to Oberlin, where they would put them, we don't know. Good throw at first base, and did they get him to call a balk, I believe, and it will not be a stolen base for Baker. So a balk will be called against Johnson. And the Quakers have a runner now at second base. Back to they lost the 2 games to Oberlin earlier this year, and those games so far, there's no makeup on those at all that I know of. Here's the pitch by Johnson. Bunt third base side. Lonacek charging. Throw to first, and a collision at first, and they're going to say Lynch is safe. And Baker halfway down the line. He will stay at third base, and Fox took a shot to the head. And now we'll see a visit by the head coach for the Beavers. Boy, too, Lynch did a nice job laying down another bunt like what we saw Baker do. But again, I think it was just a matter where Lynch, leaning to go stride toward the bag, his arm had come up and hit Fox upside the head, where he lost his hat for a moment. James Grandy in his 14th year at Bluffton, out talking now with the field umpire, but I don't think there's any real appeal here whatsoever that would reverse the call at first base. It was just simply a matter of where the arm came out by Nate Lynch and just happened to catch him upside the head. There's no call here. So now the home plate umpire will go over and talk with the Bluffton head coach and give his explanation. Quakers now with 11 hits, Bluffton with 11 hits. That's now, I believe, the third base hit, second base infield bunt single by the Quakers. Here's Matt Barger. Barger, couple of hits, a run scored, hit by pitches last time up. So after a brief discussion about the play at first base, Quakers have runners now at first and third. Barger steps up, the runner takes off, and they'll throw down to third, lay the tag on, but not in time. So Lynch will get the stolen base. It was not an indifference whatsoever. And 1 ball, no strikes now to Barger. The stretch by Johnson. Here's the pitch on the way, low and inside, 2-0. A lot of times you'll see a team that will just let the other team have the base, and that's not a stolen base. But for Lynch, he'll get credit for the stolen base. Again, Johnson gets the sign from Mouse. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and low and outside. And Johnson, after getting the first 2 outs of the inning, having a difficult time finding the strike zone. And for Earlham, they would love nothing more than to add a couple of insurance runs heading into the 9th inning. Johnson again into the stretch, and the pitch on the way, right down the middle for a strike. Barger again, a double back in the third inning, left stranded in the third. But a couple of base hits for the left fielder, a couple of nice defensive plays as well. Here's the pitch. That's grounded down the line, but foul as it almost got Baker. He had to do a pretty good dance to get out of the way of the baseball right there. We'll go 3-2. Of course, if it were to hit him in foul territory, I should say fair territory, hitter would have been out. That's why the base runners always get their lead in foul territory. Johnson, a long look now into his catcher. Mouse gets the sign. And the pitch on the way, hit well into left field. This is going to hit the monster. And nope, it's going to clear the monster in left field. A 3-run shot by Matt Barger. I thought that thing was just going to hit the monster. It cleared it in left field. And Matt Barger with a 3-run shot. And the Quakers now lead at 8-3. Well, I wasn't sure that thing was going to get over. Had a way to add the insurance runs. Here's Brennan Laird. The pitch to Laird is in there for a strike, and this all happening with 2 outs in the inning. Johnson's next pitch on the way. This one hit to right field, another base hit. So Brandon Laird with his 3rd hit. And here's Elkis. And we'll have another visit to the mound. By the way, for Barger, that is his 3rd home run of the year. And Johnson, he's done for the day. So Bluffton will make a pitching change here late in this one. We'll tell you about the new pitcher coming up in a moment. Quakers on top of this one, 8-3.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Wetzelauto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. It's not just about the quality work, it's also about customer service. It's about attention to details and making absolutely sure you are 100% satisfied. If that's the kind of experience you want in your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Give them a call at 966-0994.
It's game time. The Sportsplex is now open. Get your teams together and come out for basketball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, golf, batting cages, wrestling, and much, much more. The Sportsplex also offers court rentals for your entire team to play a pickup game or to hold practices. Use our turf fields for multiple sports, including flag football, baseball fielding, and rugby. Sportsplex is open 7 days a week. Check out FamilyFitnessWorks.com for more information and current hours, or call 765-935-0111.
New pitcher for the Beavers. They'll come with a right-hander in Jack Bondi. Bondi making his 6th appearance, 4 1/3 innings. 7 hits, 5 runs, 1 earned. He has 10 strikeouts and 5 walks. 1-0 on the year with an ERA of 2.08. A 3-run 7th inning, now a 3-run 8th inning, and the Quakers now lead at 8-3. They had trailed 3-1 until the 6th inning, and they got the 1 run there, and it's been all Earlham in the last 2 innings. Elkis, 3 runs driven in, again just 2 away from setting the all-time RBI mark here at Earlham College. So Elkis steps to the plate as they throw to first, not in time. Laird, a couple of stolen bases down at first base. Don't be surprised if he goes again. The stretch by Bondi in the throw to first. And the reason you'd say, why would you go when you're up 8-3, is there's just not a lead safe in this ballpark. We have seen plenty of comebacks over the last couple of years. The stretch and the pitch by Bondi is up high. Third pitcher used now by the Beavers after they got off to a pretty good start today with Austin Every. Looked strong early, but they finally got to him. Speaking of the Quakers, here's the pitch. Runner takes off, swing and a miss. Throw down to second, not in time, and another stolen base, or what? I'm going to say they may say that the hitter interfered, but I didn't see that. They're going to say he leaned in. I didn't see that. I saw him swing at the pitch. But Steve Sakis sits out now talking with the home plate umpire, and they're going to say that that's batter interference. So that's going to do it for the Quakers here in the bottom of the 8th inning. We'll head to the 9th, and the Quakers on top of this one on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, 8-3.
Our new cabinets on your wish list? Visit the new Georgia Direct showroom and see the great variety of cabinets on display in a modern setting. Georgia Direct carries quality craft-made one cabinets, and the new showroom has plenty of styles and colors on display. In Richmond, craft-made one is only available at Georgia Direct, where the designers are always on hand to help create a custom kitchen for your home. Visit Georgia Direct's new showroom on 40 East, next to Red Lobster. You'll love what you see, and you'll love the savings at Georgia Direct.
There is one thing for sure in my life. I know nothing about fixing cars. That's why I take my vehicles to Beach Automotive at 110 East Main in Richmond. Their experts have the knowledge to service and repair even the most challenging auto problems. So if you have an automotive question, they have the answers at Beach Automotive, 110 East Main in Richmond. Or give them a call at 765-966-8181 or visit their website, beach-auto.com.
By the way, Matt Mathias will look to finish this one out here. Mathias will be making his 12th appearance. That is a team-leading 12 appearances. 16 1/3 innings, giving up 15 hits, 11 runs, 10 earned, 6 strikeouts, 7 walks. He is 3-1 on the season with an ERA of 5.51. We finished out that last half inning in rather unusual fashion with the interference call against, or at least batter interference against, Eric Elkis. I was watching the home plate umpire say that he thought that, at least from his standpoint, he leaned in against the throw by Mouse. I just thought maybe he swung and was off balance a little bit, but I didn't think he intentionally stood in front. But nonetheless, Quakers out of the inning. So Hickey will lead things off. It's Hickey, Hodges, and Prosser all due up. And the Quakers are now 3 outs away from picking up their 10th win of the season. And more importantly, picking up another conference win and going to 5-3 in the HCAC. Howie Smith a chance, I believe, to get the win here tonight. And the pitch is up high for a... Oh, they're going to say that's a strike. So Hickey down in the count at 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball down the line. That's a fair ball. Hickey's going to get at least 2 on this as Barger running it down in the corner. So leadoff double by Hickey. He now has 4 hits on the day. His first extra base hit. And that'll bring up Hodges.
Now batting number 13, Tanner Hodges.
Free massages, I see in the press box. Hodges hit that home run back in the first inning. 1 for 4 with a run driven in. Matthias with the sign as he comes set. Checks the runner at second, and the pitch on the way is low for a ball. No one throwing right now in the Quaker bullpen. Matt set to throw the pitch. Down the middle for a strike. And this will be a Bluffton team that will not be quite as aggressive as they were earlier. And we saw them swinging a lot of first pitches early in the ball game, but now they want to be a little more selective. They need base runners, and a lot of them. Matthias again checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch on the way. In there for strike 2. Nice breaking pitch by Matt. One ball and 2 strikes. As we play here in the top of the 9th inning, Matthias again comes set. And the pitch on the way just outside. 2-2 now to Tanner Hodges. Matt will come set once again. Not even a look. Now you take a peek at second, and this one is hit back up the middle. Laird is there, makes the catch. 1 away, and a little soft liner to the shortstop, Brennan Laird. So 1 away, and that'll bring up now Prosser.
With 1 out now batting number 9, Austin Prosser.
Prosser 1 for 4, did single back in the 7th inning. Quakers win tonight. They win the series from Bluffton, who will be back here on April 25th. Matthias' pitch on the way, grounded hard, deep in the hole, backhanded by Laird. Long throw to first and got him. What a play by the shortstop, Brennan Laird. That's a great play.
Now batting number 22, Blake Fox.
Here's Blake Fox. And now the Beavers down to their final out. Fox, 2 for 3, couple of base hits. Hickey down at second, time call. We have seen, again, a lot of good defensive plays both ways here this afternoon. Barger had those 2 nice catches in left field. Now Laird makes that nice throw. That pitch in there for a strike, not only going deep in the hole and away from first base, still managing to get up in a strong throw to first base to get Prosser. No balls and a strike now to Fox. The stretch once again by Matthias, and the pitch on the way is in there for strike 2. Fox thought that pitch might have been a little bit low. And he's behind a no balls and 2 strikes. So now Matt Mathias one away from finishing this one out. The pitch stays up high. If the Quakers win, it would be their 9th straight conference weekday win and their 7th straight win over Bluffton. So a couple of streaks on the line right here for Earlham. The stretch and the 1-2 pitch, check swing foul. So that's pretty good if you're looking at 9 straight weekday wins. And of course, what's interesting about that, you go back to last year, Walter Talcott was that midweek pitcher that had such a great year. We haven't seen hardly anything of him this year because of his injury. But you keep the streak alive in the midweek without him. The stretch and the 1-2 pitch on the way hit foul. And again, it would be the 7th straight win over Bluffton, which would be another nice streak to keep alive. And again, the other thing is you win the series. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The stretch by Mathias. And the pitch on the way. Check swing. Did he go around? I don't think he went around, no. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Quaker bench, they were ready to celebrate right there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second. Mathias gets the sign from Krumloff. And the pitch on the way, hit to center field. This is going to be Lynch coming in to make the catch, and that's going to do it. So the Quakers win it here tonight by a final of 8-3. We'll come back and put a wrap on this one coming up in just a moment. Stay right there. This is Quaker Baseball, Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
With the Quaker win here tonight, they're now 10-7 overall, 5-3 in conference play. Bluffton falls to 10-8 overall. They're now 3-5 in the conference. Howie Smith will get the win here tonight. So Howie coming in, working 1 inning. He picks up the victory here this evening. Quakers 8 runs, 13 hits, and a single error. For Bluffton, 3 runs on 12 hits and 1 error. The Quakers will be back in action on Friday at Manchester. That is a 4:15 airtime. They'll play 1 game on Friday, 2 games on Saturday, the 2 games on Saturday noon and 3:30. We won't see this team back here until April 25th when they'll bring Bluffton back to town. That will be a 4:15 start time. But the Quakers victorious here tonight. Your final score, Earlham 8 and Bluffton 3. Thanks for being with us. This has been Earlham Baseball, the Radio Troy Digital Sports.